Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Eagles going up against the Ravens. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Tight end right, tight end right. Hey. 4 down.
Now a carry here for Terrence West. Space to maneuver at the 40. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that one.
Second down, 8.
Hey, right, Roger. Hey, 4 down.
We're going to 54.
Now West.
Kill.
Holding offense.
Get there.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
We got 4.
This is West. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we... aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Off the play fake, Prescott. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And he's got some space here. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 34 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now they try the right side here. An agile move, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now this time, Wentz will throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Mike, check. 59.
On the ground, it's West again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural.
Oh, and now West lost the football. It's out. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what. The offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he slings one that's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
Here we go. Waiting. Hey, Tokyo.
On play action, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And a throw right sideline is complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go. Blue 80. Tyson. 81. Hey, Lou. Porky, 82, Porky.
Check.
Kill.
Check.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
On third down, it's Baldwin. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to fourth down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down.
3 down.
Throwing now is Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet. And try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run again here with West. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 40. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession.
Check three. Shift.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Here we go. Porky, 82, Porky.
Kill.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignment.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there, making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
There we go. Oh.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The new acquisition, Martellus Bennett. The intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Here we go. Wide eight.
Odd.
26.
Here's West. A beautiful spin and room to run. And he's into the clear. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Terrence West, 75 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 49 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now a handoff looking right. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Go. 120.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He finds some open field here. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Take wide.
Alert. 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Double tight. Double tight.
There we go. Kill.
3 down.
Prescott on first down. Bryant with a catch right side. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 45 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front? Give him at least a stalemate in order to find that space.
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second. Down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Now let's go. 3-19. Gun.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Second down now after the incompletion. And the wideout in motion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Come on, let's flex round.
And now here's a carry heading left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the... He's got a man, complete. Past the 20, 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Des Bryant, 75 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
This play is under review.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Prescott from the gun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jordan Matthews from a yard out, and the Ravens cut into that lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And oh, it's blocked. And now the Ravens get it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I rarely question anyone's effort on the field. But normal, you give up a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, boy, they bowed their backs and got after it, didn't they?
Yeah, a little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
And the Ravens taking the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. On play action, Prescott looking downfield for Dez. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. A second down throw for Prescott. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On third down, it's West. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Sam Cook now as he's on to punt for Baltimore. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Check the backer. Now let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Ten yards still left on second down.
Strong left. Strong left.
Now let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
The Eagles on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Now let's go. Detroit. Detroit.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
And his kick is right through. So we've reached halftime here on opening week. All right, we will save the week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. This will be fielded at the 6. He spins free. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They're spinning away, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll go as a loss of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. But that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
The Eagles on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Shift.
Leopard! No. Here we go, look at 56. Gun!
Check.
In motion comes the tight end left. Time running out here on the play clock. Now this time he'll look to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Baldwin showing the finesse. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Strong right.
All right, here we go. Green! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 5.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Our focus now moving to Dez Bryant as he heads back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Man left.
180.
They'll run it with West. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
Something got lost in translation in this game. He's run the ball really well, done all the things that you want in a game plan, but unable to convert it into points, unable to ring the bell consistently enough to make it a winning effort.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Watch the left. Watch the pass.
Everybody, go ahead.
Prescott off play action. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Going deep here for Bryant. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
All right, here we go. 3:19. Gone, gone.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game.
Detroit!
Check. 3 down.
On play action, they'll throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And incomplete here on third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Gets around him. And now running right through him. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive, and when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Play action now, Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Double tight, double tight. Even.
Everybody take
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Two tights. 4 down. Check.
On the toss, there goes West. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the second half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sound of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
3-19! Gone!
Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, and that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And he motions the wide receiver. They're going to look to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Let's go!
And oh, he'll be shoved to the turf that time at the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's closing in on 200 yards on the ground with the 4th quarter still to come. We're in the 3rd. Good shot to get there.
And now he's got to make sure he convinces his coaching staff to leave him out there and keep touching the ball, because when you've had that kind of a day, there is a tendency to think about getting him out and saving some of it. Running backs never like to save yardage.
You know he's tapping his quarterback on the shoulder. I'll take the ball again, please, right?
Not turning down any carries.
They begin here with a run by West. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Hey, here we go. Wide 80.
A second down throw for Prescott. A strong running. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. And this is a blowout so far as we get the Ravens on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Bennett. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
3 down.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Play clock winding down. They run the counter now on 1st down. Finds a seam inside the 40. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there, 54 yards. And the Eagles continue to roll. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He's got it to West on the dump-off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there.
After that nice game there, for the rest of the game, the defense is going to have to respect the running backs as passing threats as well. Not just play them strictly to run the football. They may be able to get downfield and catch it too.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dances, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Second down, Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Third and long for Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And, Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsau? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here? Tell us, stretch this thing out a little bit.
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Now let's go.
Looking to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw here. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident that
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Crash down, crash.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Good job.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check. Four down.
Prescott now on second down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down? They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Double tight.
Here we go. Ohio.
Check.
Ohio.
Three down.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Whoa.
He's still. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Touchdown.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a toss coming right side. That's Baldwin. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
I see you, boy. I see you. 24 is the mic.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Here we go. 180. Let's go, baby. Get high. Get up. Let's go.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Second down following the incompletion.
Detroit! Set! Green!
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Brings it just past the 15, able to avoid the initial contact, but not much more there on the play.
No. Check. Patriot!
Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to rifle one, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Hey, boys, we got four. Four down.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Here we go. Stop your whining.
First down, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Eagles, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they obviously